Welcome. I'm David.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Desmond Donders.
Hello and welcome to Desmond's Donders and a Wednesday Waffle. Quick chat about YouTube, and then I'm going to update you on our lithium batteries. Let's start with a quickie on YouTube. They hit me, or not YouTube, but I was hit with a copyright claim for a piece of music I've been using for three and a half years. I disputed it because I assumed I had a license. The company came back and said, no, we're not releasing it. So I went digging around before appealing and found that there's about 6 people claim to own this music. I'm not going to get involved. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I'm making a change to intro and outro, and just waiting for them to spot the other 1,000 maybe or more instances of its use. But there you go. It's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, let's talk about batteries. We fitted lithium at the end of last year when we decided we needed new batteries, and we tried them for a couple of weekends before we went away, and all seemed to be well. We then went away for Christmas and New Year, a longer trip, cold, wet and windy. And did we have problems? Built up the drama a bit? No. So what am I going to tell you about them? Well, for that particular trip, we weren't getting much solar, obviously, it's winter, but we were getting some. And we did our usual trick and trip when we were away, and the way we worked, and we still had 50% battery capacity when we got home. So they just work. On top of that, I'll tell you about our system. We've got 2 100 amp hour batteries, and we've got 2 100 amp hours purely because that gives us exactly what we had before, taking in the various capacities, etc., for the 3 lead acids. They weigh a lot less. So what have I had to change? Well, nothing really. The Victron has a lithium setting for it. That's the solar charger. We don't use the onboard charger anyway. We have a shunt in place anyway, or we had a shunt, and I decided I would upgrade to the Victron shunt with its Bluetooth, etc., etc. And we haven't yet fitted a B2B. We are thinking about that, and the decision on that will probably be made in March when Lindsay has her 2-week break. We also will not, we're not charging from the alternator, but here's why. The batteries have a built-in battery management system, and BMS, just as an aside, BMS is an abbreviation you hear all the time with batteries. But when it comes to lithium, there are 2 important ones. The shunt is a battery monitoring system, BMS. The battery has a built-in BMS, battery management system. And because the alternator voltage is wrong, it's too high, it's outside the scope, it just says no, not interested in that, and switches off the input until the voltage drops to a level that the battery can handle. So we're not drawing extra current or anything from there. We maybe get a little bit of charge, but not too much from it. You know, it's not going to be a great deal. We don't travel great distances. So But we're thinking about a B2B for the future. Maybe it's not for, we'll see how it goes. Maybe it's next year, because the solar will, later this year, because the solar will do the job. But the built-in battery management system also makes sure that no charge current is allowed to hit the battery below -5 centigrade, so that it has to be warmer than that to charge. And then it won't allow the battery to discharge current below -20, so it has to be warmer than that before you can use the batteries. Well, the batteries are in here. I'm sitting on them, in fact, and if I let those temperatures occur in here, I'd be in trouble, I tell you. So we're not going to have any problems there. Other problems that you hear with batteries are of lithium nature are the newer carbon ones, which have a problem apparently, and the older lithium ion batteries. We have not ion but iron, lithium iron phosphate, and they're known as LPFs, LFPs. LFPs. The others are obviously known by their nicknames and letters. I just don't know what they are, but they work a treat. We did our research. We did our research. We looked at things, and it's worked perfectly, and they work perfectly for us. They deliver their power in a cleaner way, if you like. Some of the things in the motorhome that didn't work right before seem to work better now, purely because the voltage is nearer a constant and the current varies. For a 12 volt system, the voltage should be 12 volts. I know that's a nominal voltage. Anyway, I've waffled on a bit. I've had to switch the heating off to come out here and video this, so I hope it's all right. And I'm going to switch the heating back on and let the guy bring on his drone footage. Thank you for watching Desmond's Donders. And whatever you're doing in the countryside, please take nothing but memories and leave nothing but tracks. Please subscribe and ring that bell to be notified of our future videos.